All right. First of all, sorry about that. Actually, first things fucking last. First things first. Can you fucking hear me? Can anybody hear me? There's nobody in the chat right now to confirm, but if anyone does come in the chat, let me know if you can hear me. I was not having technical difficulties before fucking YouTube was. It looks like YouTube finally got their shit together, but I need someone to come up in here and tell me if they can hear me. If I'm buffering, if I'm not buffering, let me know. One person in the chat, if you're not a lurker, if you're someone that feels comfortable with typing, let me know if you can hear me. Can I get a thumbs up or a not thumbs up? Actually, let me fucking... Thumbs up or thumbs down? Can you hear me? Yes or no? Can you hear me? Am I buffering? Aaron the Dog MMA. Yo, I can hear you. Thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right on. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Now you can't? Good. Good. Good to go. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're live again. Musa just won, just beat Georgi Karakanyan. Sitting here watching the Bellator prelims. I thought about just scrapping this and not doing the stream at all. But I made too many fucking banners and I'm just going to bang this out. If it ends up just being like more of a video, that's fine. But I'm going to get this shit out of the way. I put in the work to prepare for the stream and I'm just going to push forward like it never happened and just give you my findings. And if all it ends up being is just a little fucking shit talk about UFC and Bellator, then that's fine. But yeah, man, there's a bunch of shit going on sports wise, football, college football, NFL. I was talking about the MLB a little earlier, got that out of the way. I don't think I'm going to retread on that, but good to go. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron the Dog. So where were we? Where were we, boys? I just given my, I was in the middle of giving my power rankings for the Dana White Contender Series last week. So I guess I'll just pick up right where I left off there. So in summary, these were my power rankings for Dana White Contender Series. Hosas was least impressive to me. Give him a developmental contract, in my opinion. I mean, it's too late for that, but I hope they don't fucking rush him, man. Aliev, I thought he was dominant, but a little dirty. That was an awesome 2-3 leaping fucking 3 from Theo. That was sick. Very similar to Mata Van Camp. In the third round, he had to kind of, I wouldn't say he's losing that fight, but it was a close fight. And to put a stamp on it like that is good to see. I love the ground and pound from Austin Lane. I wish more fighters would be that aggressive. I mean, some fighters don't have the physical, like he has the physical attributes to be able to do something like that, to be able to stand up and basically just bend over and fucking ground and pound someone from standing. Some guys can't do that physically, but this one was the money shot right here. I thought it was the most impressive performance to me. What's up, Noah? Can you hear me all right, dude? Aaron the Dog came in and said he could hear me pretty good. Just let me know, man. YouTube was being fucking squirrely earlier. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, like the little bit of the conspiracy theorist in me wants to be like, oh, it's Bellator, but it's like Bellator fucking puts their prelims on YouTube all the time and have never had this issue. I think this is a YouTube issue. I think this is fucking unique to YouTube this time. But I don't know, man. No, it says good to go. That's what's up, man. Hey, as long as y'all can hear me, I don't care if there's 10 people in here or just one. Just want to talk a little sports. I did a bunch of prep for this. I just want to, show my findings, talk about the events that are going on this weekend, talk a little shit, watch a little Bellator, smoke a little King Stash, and just have a good old time. Have a fucking yabba dabba do time. General in the building. All right, boys, we got a little circle now. We got a little smoke circle now. Those of you that are new to the channel, Aaron the dog, good to see you. I do smoke weed. If you'd like to join me in spirit, please do. What is this fight I'm looking at right now? Normally, I'm not a Bellator watcher. I'm kind of a UFC snob when it comes to watching MMA. Those of you that are familiar with this channel. But there are no UFC fights. Boxing is not till tomorrow night. I guess the Bellator is what we got, boys. So yeah, better some fights than no fights. And Bellator is the legit second tier promotion. I would say I rate it above even PFL, although PFL is a very close second. But yeah, I'll watch some Bellator and talk about some sports and shit. Got the MLB out of the way. Don't worry, I won't talk about any more baseball. Bore y'all to death. But general and Zen mode. Everything's in. I think so. Ha 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 ha. Instead of I don't think so, get it? Yeah, I'm trying to keep everything zen. Where are we? Now, where the fuck are we at, man? All right. Bellator watch along. No video, you pieces of shit. Go pull it up on your own goddamn TV. Don't tell me you don't have a TV. Don't tell me you're not fucking sitting at home right now. Now, if you're at work, that's one thing. If you're on your break at work, that's one thing. But don't tell me you motherfuckers that aren't working today don't have a TV and either a computer or a phone. So yeah, no video. You know goddamn well you're going to get a better fucking view. Turn your own shit on. So yeah, I'm just giving you a little commentary here, a little ignorant commentary from fighters I know zero about. But I'll do a little play-by-play. Fuck it, man. Adapt or die. Dara Kelly. So we're in Dublin, Ireland for this event. This is Bellator 285. And I need to make this. I need to just take this fucking thing down. That's all I need to do. Yeah, take that down. Make this a ticker. Edit. Yes, scroll across the bottom in a ticker. That's exactly what I want you to fucking do. Save. Now display. Okay, we have Kelly versus Stevens. That's what we're watching right now. Kelly versus Stevens. Add banner. Kelly is looking to take the back side control. Stevens back to his feet. and right back down. Get mat return. I like how he's wrapping the legs there. Stevens gives the back. Kelly remains in half and smashes face. He's got the body lock, will not let go of that body lock, and he stays on his feet there. Looks like you're about to go right back down, though. Stevens looking for the Kimura, then gives up on it, then wraps the head, looking for a guillotine perhaps, maybe to use to sweep. It doesn't really look like he has much on the ghillie. Again, Kelly looking to wrap the legs, Steven trying to build a base, get back to his feet. And I think Kelly, this is just going to be rinse and repeat, man. All right, so he's collecting the wrist now. He's not collected the wrist. Ooh, this is not good for Stevens. Now he's on his knees, gives up his back, smashes face. 325, 324, 323. Got Benson Henderson and Keeley in the main event. I think, and right back down. That's 17 takedowns for Kelly in the first round. I think Yoel Romero and Melvin Manhoof is the co-main. I'm not Mr. Stays on top of Bellator. I don't care for Bellator normally, but it's the only thing that's on, so we get Bellator by default. Don't normally do a lot of fight companions either. This is not the channel that's known for super high production value. So most people, what I recommend people do most of the time, and what I will be doing when the main card starts, is going over to Pub Sports Radio. Shout out to the boys at PSR. That's where I like to go watch fights. And if I'm betting, that is where I like to either brag about or talk about the bets that I lost. So shout out to Pub Sports Radio. Like I said, I'll be going over there. I think the main card starts at 4, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's where I'll be headed. So this won't be a super duper long stream. Just watching some Bellator. Before it's over, I'm going to talk about, that was a nice takedown. Nice little hip toss takedown. So, and he's into Kelly in half guard, looking to step over the arm perhaps and smash his face. A kick to the knees and a headbutt to the side. All right, so he goes ghillie, kind of a north-south almost position. Yes. Stevens in on a single, though. Stevens in on a single now, looking to wrap up, actually looking to make it a double. Trying to drop down for a damn old double. Kelly goes whizzer kick. And now he's in on a take. Now he's in on a takedown. So, yeah. Let's see. We talked about baseball. We're watching the Bellator. Tomorrow, boys. Tomorrow. We got some damn old college football. Conference play starts, boys. Conference play. Got a couple big old SEC games and a big old ACC game. 3 big old damn college football games. All ranked teams. Ranked teams playing each other. That's the name of the game, man. So yeah, college football is starting for real. And we're 3 weeks into the NFL as well. I'm going to do a little NFL preview before I get up out of here. Yeah, I made a drum beat for this new song. I'm going to probably add something to it, but I kind of want to make I don't know, man. I just want to put some more bass into the bass, into the kick drum, the bass drum. The bass doesn't hit like I want it to. So maybe I'll find a different drum machine, but that's the skeletal frame of the song. It might not be much more than that. Hell, I might just leave that beat, but I think I'm going to change the sound of it up a little bit. But I think that's what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to just make my own music for this channel. As painstaking as it is for someone that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, I'd rather just do that and suffer through that than suffering through putting someone else's music up and then fucking putting the credits up on every copy and pasting the credits on every goddamn stream I do. Just fuck that. Just make my own shit. Less work in the end. And it's just mine. So yeah, creatively, it feels more satisfying to do that. So that's what I'm gonna fucking do. So yeah, it's looking like this is gonna be now for Kelly. It's like, okay, dude, you've established you're the better grappler. I'll tell you what though, Steven's fucking hurting with that overhand, man. So yeah, go back to the grappling. Go back to the ground and pound, dude. Go back to the ground and pound. Like he looked good. He was going for it when he was in side control. I mean, I guess just do more of that, dude. Like Stevens has shown that he can't stop the takedown, and you can just keep mat returning him. Like you can just rinse and repeat that shit. Yep, there he goes. Pushes him against the fence. In on the double leg. Stevens doing a good job of sprawling, but I'm thinking Kelly's going to get his hands locked and just dump him again. That's stick to the basics. Stick to the basics. Now, Kelly's looking more labored on these, looking more tired. Pushes in again. Stevens has got a good job. Yeah, there he goes. And he's down. Double leg. Wraps the legs. Now I'm wondering who's going to get tired first from this. Because I have a feeling it's just going to keep happening like this. So either Kelly's going to get tired and eventually Stevens is going to get these double underhooks and he's going to spin him off the fence and then Kelly might get chin checked. Or Stevens is going to get tired like this. These constantly having to fight back to your feet, constant mat returns, and there you go. Both hooks in. He was about to take the back. Now he's in mount. Well, he's almost no. Back to half guard. Kelly on top and about to pass in the mount though. 3/4 mount. He's in 3/4 mount right now. On top. I can't tell. I can't really see what he's doing. Looking like he might be looking for the arm triangle. I'm not Mr. Grappler. It's the part of MMA I know the absolute fucking least about. But yeah, Kelly is now in full mount. Dude, posture up and smash. Smash this. But hey, Stevens does a good job of getting up. Literally just pushes him off him and stands right up. Just that Derek Lewis. Up, stand up. Get off me. That's what he did. Now, Stevens in on the double leg, but Kelly defending well. I don't think Stevens is going to get Kelly down. I think he's just... This is weird from Stevens. What are you doing? He almost got him. 249, 248, 247. Ref calling time for something. The glove. Jesus Christ, man. Come on, dude. What is this shit? Got a busted glove, it looks like. Oh, my God. Do y'all really not have a spare glove on hand? Get a fucking glove up there. What is this fucking dog and pony show? This is horse apples, dude. I mean, I guess it's giving them both a chance to recover. Better see some fucking action after this. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. This is shenanigans. It's ridiculous that they don't have this stuff right there. Why do they always have to run to the back to get this? Why don't they have this stuff right fucking there? Why did it take this long to get this tape and these scissors? They need to be right fucking there. Unreal. This is a chip diamond. Unreal. What up, Zach? I see you. I see you, Bubba. What's good, man? I'm 10 seconds ahead. Noah needs the under 2. You just got Kelly. Better than nothing, Bo Dick. Yeah, UVA. Is it at Syracuse or is it in Charlottesville? Is it at Klockner? No, not Klockner. That's a fucking soccer stadium. I can't even remember. Up, Darce! Or is it Anaconda? I don't know. Grappling nerds, tell me, is that a Darce or Anaconda? He's got one of them locked up, though. Holy shit for this. I think that's the Darce. No, and he's out. Stevens is out, and he's on top. Holy shit. Looking like putting a lot of pressure on Kelly. Now Stevens is on top, looking to smash his face. Drop those elbows. Yep. Ground and pound. Stevens in half guard. Stevens in Kelly's half guard in a very dominant position. I never get this, man. Why they like lean forward like they're going to do an arm triangle and they just sit there. Posture up and smash, dude. I know there's more to it than that, but just I know if you got a tricky guy underneath you, as soon as you give him some space, he's going to look to sweep or get back. I know. And see, Stevens is going to do something. Kelly's going to do something and end up on top here. Yeah, smash him, dude. Punch him. And there he goes. And Kelly ends up on top with a minute left. Yep. I'm surprised this is ahead of you. I'm watching on YouTube from my TV, and normally the TV I feel like is behind. Zach said at the Loud House, is that the home of the Orange Bobo? Well, I know you're not talking about fucking UVA. Dude, UVA games, this is the difference, dude. This is the difference between Tech. Virginia Tech is much closer to an SEC school. Like, the culture around the football and just like the culture of the student body in general is much more similar to fucking an SEC school. Like, UVA is a public Ivy. They're snooty as fuck. They're hoity-toity. I spent a lot of time around UVA. My karate instructors were the karate instructors for the UVA karate club. So almost half the karate training I did was at a UVA facility. Like, I spent a lot of time around that fucking school. My ex-fiance was a UVA grad. The girl I dated before I met my wife worked at UVA. I've been around both. Like, my best friend went to Tech. I spent a lot of time down in Blacksburg getting fucked up. I spent half my life in Charlottesville. Like, I'm very familiar with both schools. UVA fucking football culture sucks a big old fucking fat dick compared to Tech. Tech kills it. Like, being in Lane Stadium is so much fucking louder and more fucking crunk than I do. Like I said, I can't even remember what UVA stadium is called. I can't remember what their fucking stadium's called. It's that lame, dude. Their fucking fight song is so fucking lame and go! Like, it's not even close, man. Tech is so much more fun. It's a way better time. But yeah, so good luck, dude. I'm actually, dude, Zach, I am rooting for Syracuse, Bo. I could give a fuck about UVA. My brother has this weird like thing where he roots for UVA, but then he's like, it's like, dude, you're a fucking Arkansas fan. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, yeah, I know you've like now lived in Charlottesville longer than I have, but still, dude, like, what the fuck are you like, dude? It's not like I root for Tech, but they're not like, I don't support them. Like, he's like a UVA fan kind of. It's like, what the fuck is this? Like, he did that shit with fucking did that shit with the Pacers, dude. He was like a fucking Celtics fan, and then he moved to Kentucky, and he's like, well, I'm a Pacers fan too. It's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't say that I'm like an Orioles fan. Like, yeah, they're my sweetheart team, but like, I'm a Cardinals fan. Fuck yeah, I root for the Orioles. Fuck yeah, I support the Orioles. I've been to 2 Orioles games now, but like, I'm not gonna act like I'm fucking, they're my sweetheart team. Anyways, so we're in the third round of Kelly and Stevens. It's just more of the same. Kelly getting the takedown. Stevens will probably fight back to his feet. This is looking like Kelly by unanimous decision unless something else happens. I don't think either one of them is getting the sub. Like, Stevens has shown that he's game and he has good sub defense, and Kelly is just a wrestler or something, man. Like, this is just control. Like, he's not. I guess he was kind of like he's in his dominant positions and he doesn't go for the finish. It's weird. Trying to go to Clemson, Syracuse. Is at UVA. No, what? Yeah, fuck that. But yeah, dude, UVA is like, dude, when they score a touchdown, well, this is like, I'll give you an example. The Arkansas fight song is live as fuck, dude. It's live, it's energetic. That shit pumps you up. When UVA scores a fucking touchdown, they join like arm in arm and do this like swa da da da. It's like a version of should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. It's so whack, dude. It's so fucking corny. Yeah, beat the shit out of them, dude. I hope Syracuse puts a damn old whooping on UVA. Now they got good basketball. They got a nasty basketball team. I actually worked for UVA. Like, Bennett hadn't been coaching there for that long. I remember, yeah, like I'd see him pretty regularly, dude. Like, I worked in recycling, and my route was the stadium, the basketball stadium. So we'd have to go there, go into the offices, like basically getting the recycling out of the fucking the head offices of the basketball in the basketball arena. JPJ is pretty cool. I've seen some good shows there. The Police was a really good show, dude. 2006. JPJ was pretty new at that time too. Now that's sick. Like, JPJ is sick. UVA basketball is really good, but UVA football is so fucking lame. And they try and they try and act so fucking tough about it. And it's like, dude, your football sucks. And you're fucking like, your student body is so lame and just not. They're all about the preppy sports, man. Like, UVA has really good lacrosse, really good soccer. Like, they do have good basketball. Like, that's legit. But like, they're a fucking basketball school, man. They're not. Okay, now here we go. Kelly in full mount. Here we go. And he locks up the rear naked choke. Now, dude, I thought he had that fucking front choke and he didn't. So maybe Stevens can survive this, dude. But that thing is in. He says thumbs up. Yep. Yeah, he's just going to ride it out. He's just going to smash him, dude. What are you waiting for? Smash. Why are you not smashing? You're not going to get the sub. Just punch his face in until the fucking end. What are you looking at your coach for? What are you looking at your coach for, dude? You don't know what to do right here? It's just yeah, you should have been doing that the whole time. Fucking grappling nerd. Couple grappling nerds, cool. Fucking Kelly by unanimous decision. Yeah, fucking fastball, motherfucker. Shit. Dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That was fucking whack. What are you doing? Like, these fucking grappling nerds just going for the fucking gotta get the choke. Gotta get the choke like they're in fucking ADCC, man. You know you can punch the guy in the face, right? You know you could have been punching the guy, like, you would have gotten closer to getting the finish and closer to getting the choke if you kept punching. But no, Kavanaugh's your coach, so you just fucked. Anyways. Dude, I'm sorry about that. Yes, Liam, I agree. Destroy this organization. Liam, come into my chat, blow the chat up in my chat. No, I'm just playing. Shout out to Liam. What was I gonna say? So, yeah, dude, we're talking about a little college football. Let's talk a little more college football. Let's talk a little college football while we're on the subject. That's what we got coming up tomorrow. Got college football and boxing tomorrow. I do want to talk about the boxing for a second. In a second. For a second, in a second. UVA would be up there, dude. UVA would be up there, Bobo. I can tell you that from firsthand. And coming from Arkansas, it was like, what, dude? And it wasn't just like, it's not like I became a fan of Arkansas when I fucking like started going to school there. Like I was born like a third generation Arkansas Razorbacks fan. Like that shit's in my blood. So I could immediately like see the difference. It's like, what the fuck is this? This is lame as fuck, man. Like really, really bad. So yeah. If you're looking for sports at UVA, I would navigate towards basketball. Their football ain't shit. Now, let me get this fucking avatar. KJ Jefferson Buster. Fucking beast right there, dude. Legit dual threat. Now, he's not super fast like Lamar, but he's big, dude. He's kind of big like Cam. You know what I'm saying? Can take the team and say, get on my back. He can literally put the team on his back. So let's get to this fucking college football shit. All right, boys. I talked about it last week. We'll talk about it more this week. I mentioned it before. Conference play, gentlemen. Conference play. SEC playing SEC, ACC playing ACC, Big 12 playing Big 12, so on, so forth. I looked down the schedule and I found 3 big old, damn old college football games that I would like to share with y'all. I think they'll be very entertaining games to watch if you ain't got nothing else to do. If you do a little bit of drinking and smoking and just sitting around, flicking your twick, check these out. Starting at noon, Bo. Little ACC action, Bo Dick. Clemson at Wake Forest. They're both undefeated, both in the top 25. Starts at noon. Gotta take a 7-point hit if you want Clemson. Dude, I don't know much about Wake Forest this year, and I'm not a big team sport gambler. In fact, I've never bet once. The only gambling I've ever done is on MMA and boxing. I think I made a side bet like in 2005 or whenever Vince Young was with Texas, I made a $20 bet in that championship game and I won it. But I normally don't bet on team sports. I think Clemson easily covers that. I think they're going to fuck Wake Forest up, dude. Like I've been critical of Clemson and it's really just me being butthurt because they have brought legitimacy to the ACC over the last 10 years probably. So yeah, dude, I do respect Clemson as being a legit program, and I think they're gonna stomp Wake Forest. I think they easily cover that. But like I said, this is not just so everyone knows. This stream right here is for entertainment purposes only. It is not gambling, certainly not financial advice, unless you want to fucking die penniless, then you just follow me. But for real, tail at your own risk, bet responsibly. If you're struggling, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now, I think Clemson easily covers that spread, though. But that's gonna be a good ass game, man. Good ass game at noon. 3:30. It's like Thanksgiving. You get an early game, midday game, late game. I mean, there's other games, and obviously, if your school's playing, like Zach's gonna be watching, Syracuse at Virginia or Virginia at Syracuse, whatever. But other than that, man, if it's not your school, like these are the fucking choice nugs right here. 3:30 game. I will be keeping my eyes on this one. As a SEC fan, I will be keeping my eyes on this one like a motherfucker. Florida, this is what I'm talking about, man. Yes, you can say, like Zach was saying, and I don't disagree necessarily. Like, yes, the SEC does get a lot of push, but I think it's mostly for good reason. Now, I'm biased. for the SEC. Super biased. But, like, okay. Utah, what the fuck was Utah doing being ranked number 7? That's how Florida got ranked. Florida got ranked like number 12 because they beat Utah when they were number 7. Who the fuck has Utah beaten to be preseason ranked number 7? So that's one gripe that I have right there. Now, Florida did lose, but Tennessee does not have a good record against Florida. Like, Florida kind of owns them, and they have been recently. So Florida's definitely, or Tennessee's definitely got something to prove here. I think there's more pressure on Tennessee. Tennessee minus 10.5, dude. I don't know. Maybe they cover that. I'm not super duper familiar with either of these teams this year, but I don't know about that one, dude. If you're getting chalky with Tennessee minus 10.5, I think that game's going to be pretty close. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Tennessee fucking stomps them. They do have something to prove, but historically, they don't have it's not terrible, but they definitely have a losing record versus Florida. They'll be at home. So, yeah. You better get your Rocky Tops ready. So, yeah, I'm rooting. I don't care for either one of these schools. I never really have. I used to hate Florida, dude. Hate those motherfuckers. I've seen in person Arkansas whoop Tennessee's ass plenty of times. I've seen us just beat the shit out of Tennessee before. Now, obviously, like when they had Peyton Manning and stuff, that was a little bit different story. But I've seen Arkansas whoop Tennessee's ass in person. So historically, I root more for Tennessee, but in this one, I'm kind of rooting for Florida, dude. They're the underdog. I think Tennessee is maybe a little bit overrated, but Florida's loss was to Kentucky, dude. Kentucky's pretty good this year. I don't know, man. Minus 10.5. That is pretty juicy. That's pretty chalky for my blood. Really? Nicky Elbows. My buddy Nicky from Boston. What's up, Nick? I was just saying, man, I'm gonna be heading up into y'all's house not too long from now. Be kicking in the damn door. Nah, man. Shout out to Post Sports Radio. Like I said before, when the main card starts, that is y'all. I'm assuming that do y'all have a stream going live right now? Or are you gonna be doing the main card? I don't know. You get the idea. Florida State could easily beat Florida. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Little shit talk between Nick and Zach. I want Florida to win this one every year, Bobo. Alex saying what up to Nick. Dapping up. Now y'all keep it civilized in here, goddammit. Y'all want to fight? Y'all want to square up? You want to lock them up? You do that shit outside. Got a little fighting pit. You want to scratch and grapple both. Nah, but what's up, man? What was I gonna say? Yeah, dude. So this is a sick game. Now, you want a real damn game. You want some real fucking college gridiron, dude. You want some real fucking action. How about number 10 Arkansas at College Station? Bo Dick at number 23 Texas A&M, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Prime time. Arkansas plus 2.5. Woo! Lord have mercy, makes me want to bet the Hogs. Now, I'm a very amateur gambler. And I haven't been doing it for that long. And I've never bet college football before, but I really, really want to bet Arkansas. But I don't want to drive to the casino either, so I might not do it. All right, but we got Brett Johns here fighting Winsky. First round. So yeah, just watching Bellator talking about college football. So yeah, but that's a good game, dude. That's a good ass game. Now, I am one of the most biased motherfuckers you're gonna get on this subject. But I will tell you that Texas A&M, since they came into the SEC, which has not been that long, but it's been about 10 years, almost 10 years now. They had our number, dude. They had our number big time. When Kevin, what's his name, was their coach, he had our fucking number. Kevin Sumlin, was that his name? He fucking had our number. But we have kind of flipped the script on that a little bit. Now, I don't hate that line really. Like, I like that Arkansas is a slight underdog. It's really a pick'em game though. Like, in my mind, it's a pick'em. I still don't feel like we're over the hump with Texas A&M. And it's like any given Saturday kind of deal. Like, we could definitely lose. And I try and be as realistic, like as much of a diehard fucking bleeding Cardinal red ass Arkansas fan as I am. I also try and be realistic because they've broken my heart so many fucking times. And it's like every time it seems like we're expected to win, we don't. So I'm actually glad that we're not favored here. I think it should be a pick 'em. I think the Hogs get it done. But we look pretty suspect against an unranked Missouri State. So I'm kind of just like, I don't know. But we did beat Cincinnati. We beat a ranked Cincinnati, and they have a good team. So again, it's classic Arkansas, dude, playing up and down to competition. Arkansas is notorious for doing that shit. So I'm not going to fucking boast and brag about how we're going to whoop on A&M. Maybe, maybe not. I'm rooting for the Hogs. I always do. They are they're my team. They're my one team that I might just haul off and fucking punch you if you talk too much shit about Arkansas and we stand face to face. But anyways, man, that's a good game, dude. That's a real good game. Arkansas A&M has turned into a rivalry in a very short amount of time. Considering how relatively new A&M is to the conference, yeah, it got pretty heated, dude. It's at College Station, enemy territory. It's a fucking good ass game. Pressure on the Hogs for sure, man. For sure. A&M's not gonna be scared, so we just got to fucking roll up in there and punch them, hit them in the mouth, so to speak. So, yeah, man, we'll see what happens. That's a fucking dank game, though. So, like I said, 3 big old games. You got Clemson and Wake Forest at noon, Florida at Tennessee in Knoxville, and you got the Aggies hosting the Razorbacks at College Station, 7 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, man, that is what Saturday evening is looking like. This fight is looking like Brett Johns being on top, kind of what we saw in the last fight. Just being on top and just winning the round and not going for the finish. Yeah, that covers Saturday. Saturday night, there's a fight. There is a fight. Yeah, dude, trying to. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Best of luck, Bo. They literally teach you about Texas A&M. I'm sure. Yeah, I bet. I'm sure they're looked at as a bunch of treacherous motherfuckers, dude. They're probably looked at. I mean, if you want us to, if they ain't welcome, we'll happily go in there and whoop their ass for you. Happy to do it. If they're looked at as like Fugazi, as far as other Texas teams go, like is it like Longhorns or nothing? I know people are real territorial. Like I know Baylor has a fucking diehard fan base. Longhorns got a big old damn fan base. Texas Tech has a little bit, but it's really, that's what it is. Like it seems like in Texas is either Longhorns, A&M, Baylor, or some Texas Tech. But I don't really know how it goes there. They shouldn't. I didn't mind just what happens when your college football coach teaches geography. Nice. Selling my beef jerky to beer. Nice, dude. Selling beef jerky to Beer Festival tomorrow. They have a game day tent. Told my wife that's right where I'll be. Yep, that's where I'll be. You sell it, I'll be right here. I like that style. Good luck, man. Hope y'all kill it tomorrow. Hope you sling the shit out of that old jerky. I still need to get some. When we got a little extra money, I'm still gonna hit you up for that. So yes, just to confirm, I have shout out to the Dome, man. Shout out to, I'm just gonna call it the Dome because the name is ever flexible, ever changing, whatever the word for that is. So yeah, that is me in the Ark and Dome. I've made an account. I made a burner account. I have no interest in going back to Twitter, like to the timeline or getting followers. That like the number of followers I get on this account. This is just so I can interact in the Dome, communicate with the homies, talk shit when the fights are going on, let y'all know when I'm live, stuff like that. So yeah, that's me. Census alt account is in fact me. So where are we at? Second round, 410, 409, 408, 407. John's pressing the action against the fence, looking to get Winsky against the fence and probably for a takedown. Nice one too. Like Johns has pretty decent hands, man. He's can competently strike his way into the takedown. Looking for a double leg, looking to lock the hands behind the buttocks. Winsky sprawling well. Got an overhook and an underhook. He wants the double underhooks, if I'm not mistaken, right? He wants to pummel inside with double unders, choosing to keep the whizzer, which does nothing. And Johns ends up in half guard. So tech is pretty much for people who couldn't grade the fucking reject school, the little bitch school. So you can go be a fucking big fish in a small pond. Yeah, as I understood it, like the horns kind of reign over Texas as far as the college football landscape. That's why I was pissed when A&M came to fucking SEC and started whooping our ass. Like they wouldn't whoop our ass, but we lose all these really close games that we would like have the lead in. They would come back and beat us at the very end. It would just break my fucking heart, dude. Classic Arkansas, but like, yeah, dude. Yeah, A&M, man. Maybe yours is just legit, bro, says Zachary. Okay. While this lame ass fight is going on, why don't we press ahead? Why don't we press ahead to Saturday night? Why don't we press ahead to Saturday night? And why don't I take another one hitter of this fucking King Stash, which is dank, dude. King Stash is King Louis the 13th crossed with Dosey Dose. So it is very OG Kush heavy, which is my favorite strain, and I like it a lot. You can feel it, man. You can feel the classic like highness of the OG. That classic fucking after school, not a care in the world. Everything is funny and happy, and yeah, it's that feeling, man. The classic stoner vibe is what I feel with OG, strong OG Kush based things. This is a fucking caked up one hitter, man. I need to clean this thing for real. I've got a poker, but I need to like clean it, deep clean, deep cleansing. It'll do for now. So Johns is now in half guard, and that's what I like to see. A little smash his face. Short elbows. Collecting the wrist. Looking for the Dagestani handcuff. Does not get it. Winsky is able to regard. Yeah. 27, 26, 25 left in the second round of this fucking snooze fest of the Bella Snall. It's been a bunch of like grapple fests where the dude is like, one dude is dominant, but he can't finish it. AKA lame as fuck. Those are the worst kinds of fights, man. If it's a point fighting thing, that can be lame too. But if it's high level and there's not a finish, that can be somewhat entertaining. If one guy is looking particularly dominant and it's putting on an impressive performance, that's usually a little bit more entertaining than if one guy's being dominant in grappling but doesn't get the finish. That usually makes for a pretty lame fight. Because it's like, what does dominant grappling without a finish look like? Like it's a bunch of missed opportunities, in my opinion. A bunch of missed opportunities, or not being aggressive enough, or not showing the right fight IQ, or like, oh, the guy's just so tough. It's like, okay, yeah, whatever, man. Like, fucking, like, Johns has fought better guys than this, and he can't fucking finish him. You know, Winsky. Who is this fucking Jabronito? I mean, I guess Johns is kind of a fucking fraud anyway. He's kind of a fucking UFC fraud, so fuck it. Here we go. About to take another ride, Winsky. Yeah, there you go. There you are. Anyways, man, enough about this whack-ass fight. But yeah, as it stands right now, there's your conference breakdown. SEC leading the pack per usual. ACC in second, legit. Big 12 and Pac-12 each got 4. So we'll see. I will keep up with that, man. I will adjust that as it goes along. But right now, that's where it stands, and I will track that as the season goes along. Now, Saturday night. If you want fights on Saturday night, you want something to get greasy with, there's one for you right there. We got the WBC WBO Super Featherweight Championship bout between the current champion Shakur Stevenson and Robson Conceição. But boys, there was a little bit of fucking controversy surrounding this one. And I, for one, was pretty blown away. This is what I'm talking about. What are you talking about, you say? This is what I'm talking about. Fucking Shakur Stevenson, the unified super featherweight champion, the face of featherweight, right? The face of the division is like, I can't make the weight anymore. This is like, not that it's not really a good comparison, but it's kind of like Khabib. It's like, you have known you were fucking too big for this weight class. This is one of the criticisms I have of boxing. There's too many goddamn divisions. There are these, and some of these divisions are just become like this one, because this is what's going to happen now. Now the titles are vacant. If you think Shakur Stevenson is going to lose this fight, you're fucking drunk. You need to dry out, sober up, and go home. You're fucking drunk. This is what's going to happen. Those belts are now vacant. So when Shakur Stevenson beats Robson Conceição's ass, they're going to remain vacant. And Shakur Stevenson is going to move up to 135. Duh! You don't say. Yeah, we fucking knew that was going to happen. What I didn't know was going to happen is he was going to fail to make weight for a fucking... It's not a unified fight because Conceição isn't champion, but he is the unified champ. You're defending the unified title. What the fuck are you doing missing weight? So that's why I say it is like Khabib. It's like, you're the face of this division and you can't get it done on the scale. So that's why it's very immature. This is not the first immature thing that Stevenson has done. I think the kid's kind of a fucking blockhead, to be honest with you. He's very skilled, but he's kind of a dumbass. And does not make very good decisions out of the ring. So this is ridiculous. It shows you kind of some of the things they need to fucking clean up in boxing. There's too many weight classes. Some of them are nothing but pass-through divisions, where you got a guy like Stevenson who's bigger than all these guys. So yeah, he'll look dominant, but it's like, okay, if you can do this, if you could, now this is where I will concede how good Stevenson is. He's really fucking good. He's clearly the best 130 pounder. That's why I'm saying Hobson isn't going to win this one. Everyone's like, oh, he got robbed against Valdez. Even if he did, that was a really, really close fight. Stevenson and Valdez wasn't close at all. And I know you can't do the triangle theory. It doesn't work. Andre Feely showed that it doesn't work in MMA. But in boxing, this isn't like a mid-level triangle between a mid to low-level triangle between Joe Anderson, Brito, Bill Algeo, and Andre Feely. We're talking about championship-level boxing. Stevenson is going to smoke Conceição. I don't know if he's going to knock him out because of the way that he fights, but Conceição is a counter fighter, man. He's a point fighting counter fighter. Stevenson is just a much better, longer version of that, like reach wise, and he is just going to tune him up, man. He's going to make, at points, Hobson is going to be looking foolish, and Stevenson might knock him out, man. Stevenson might knock his ass out. Johns, of course, is not knocking shit out. Johns by unanimous decision. Womp womp. Next fight. So that's why I say it's the Bella Snall. I hope y'all are making money on this because it's pretty fucking lame. So where was I? Yeah, Stevenson is gonna whoop him. But now these titles are vacant, so it's like, what the fuck even is that division? You have no champion and vacant titles. Fucking whack, dude. Super fucking whack. So yeah, 130 is like this. It's a pass-through to 135. And 140 is a pass-through to welterweight. Because don't nobody stay at 140 and don't nobody stay at 130. Bud didn't stay at 140. Fucking Josh Taylor ain't going to stay at 140. Fucking these... Even welterweight is getting like that, man. Where it's like Spence is only going to have so many more fights. He's a big fucking welterweight, dude. So, I don't know, man. This is what's going to happen. Shakur Stevenson is going to win this fight. The belts are going to be vacant, and basically 130 doesn't exist. Because now Stevenson is going to leave. But on the bright side, they say every cloud has a silver lining. This is the silver lining for this particular scenario. Stevenson is now going to be a part of the growing number of killers at lightweight. I can't wait to see what Stevenson looks like at lightweight. I can't wait to see him thrown into the mix of some of these fighters. Now, this has been another constant problem of boxing. Getting these big name fighters to motherfucking fight each other. These fucking divas at these lower weight classes, 135 is now becoming like welterweight, where they know how famous they are and how much of a draw, quote unquote draw they are. And now they start leveraging that to get more money, to avoid certain fights because they don't want to lose the fucking title, blah, 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 blah. But on paper, in theory, Stevenson at 135 is fucking Danklin, Ben Franklin. It's tight. It's awesome. Potentially Stevenson versus Rai. Stevenson versus Tank. Stevenson versus Teofimo. Stevenson versus Devin Haney. These are all like potential. They're not even really fan. Like these fights can be made now, potentially. So I'm interested in that. But yeah, Stevenson missing weight is not a good look, dude. Because now you're like, now this weight division doesn't even exist. Conceição going to win the fucking belts. They're just going to be vacant. And then someone else is going to step up and be like, I run 130. It's like, okay, Whatever, man. I don't know. It's just weird. It's fucking weird. So only Conceição is eligible to win the titles, and he's not fucking going to. What's up here? I see you. There he is. Howdy, Wong Yun. How are you? Alabama had no answer for him besides hurting him. Yeah, dude. Yeah. What's up, Wong? How are you, dude? Johns was cut because he can't fit. Yeah, he's fucking. It's just lame. What up here? I was watching your other thing. Think it was only 25 minutes, dude. Yeah, I had some problems, man. It's fucking bullshit. YouTube, of course, cut out. I was on a roll too, man. I was really feeling it. Phila gonna type my name again like I didn't already put it out there. Is Phila in here? I can't see him. I blocked him. So if he's in here typing, I can't see. I don't give a shit if anyone knows my info, by the way. Oh yeah, I know you don't give a shit. You ain't fucking scared nobody. Wong Yun said, "Ear, what up?" So what up, Wong? Not much. That's what's up, man. I'll tell you what is up with me. My head right now because I'm floating off this fucking king stash. This shit is dank, dude. I like this. King's stash, gentlemen. Where's my fucking coffee, dude? Am I done with this coffee? Is this done? Nope. Still got a little bit left. Cold coffee. It began hot. Hot and became cold. So, where are we at? Where are we at with this sports shit? Yeah, so it's going to be an ass whooping. I haven't even looked at that card, but Stevenson is going to tune Conceição up. Stevenson is a boxer. Conceição is a boxer. Stevenson is a slicker boxer. He's more skilled. Like I said, even if you want to say that Conceição beat Valdez, I think I still had that ever so slightly for Oscar Valdez. But even if you want to say he did beat him, Valdez had nothing for Stevenson, dude. As much as I don't care for what I've seen from Stevenson, and like, I don't know the guy as a person, but just he seems very immature. I can recognize and respect what a true talent he is. He's gonna smoke Conceição. I want to see Shakur versus, like I said, Tank, Haney, Rai, even guys like fucking what was a fight that would be a good, like, I don't know. I mean, I think he'll destroy guys like Linares, and I don't know what's going to happen with Loma, but Loma getting up there. So you're not going to see Loma fighting for too much. Like, Loma is in the picture now, but he's a smaller lightweight dude. So I don't know about him, man. I don't know where Loma fits in that picture. I can't remember who he's fighting next, but he's just about 35. So we'll see what happens with him. But yeah, I want to see him in the mix with these other late 20, early 30 somethings and see what's really good. But they need to start fucking fighting each other. I think they're all to blame. They're all to blame. They all hire these managers and accept these fucking deals and just know that they're going to be fucking hamstrung when it comes to the negotiations, and that they're forfeiting like their negotiation power when they hire these managers and these fucking promoters. That's why I definitely like it, and it seems to be more beneficial when these guys just promote themselves. I don't know, man. It just doesn't. I don't know. Boxing is fucked. Boxing is fucked. It's like, if you want the big fights, you really got to be part of either one or two stables, and it's either Top Rank or PBC. There's just no, unless you're like fucking Canelo and you're like your own entity. If you're just like not a regular garden variety, but if you're just like I don't want to say average, but if you're a championship level boxer, you're a prospect on the come up, you've got to either be, if you want a big fight, you've got to either be part of PBC or Top Rank. That's just all there is to it. And if you're over in England it's either one of two things. You're either going to be with Matchroom or you're going to be with fucking Frank Warren. Or unless you want to go with King Kala. Now, Kala, you want to go with Kala Sauerland, I'll give you props for that because he is my favorite, dude. He is my favorite sketchy, fucking greasy boxing promoter, dude. He is always coked out looking. He is a character, dude. He's my favorite. If you're fucking with Kala Sauerland, I'll give you fucking props if you're a fucking European fighter because Kala is wild, dude. But yeah, man, that's just what it is. So boxing is kind of just like a fucking, it's a bunch of muck and mire. But that's Saturday night, man. That's the fight Saturday night. Stevenson and Conceição. Should be a drubbing by Stevenson. Again, man, it's like I kind of want to bet it, but I don't know. It's one of those where I think Conceição might kind of fucking fight all safe and scared, and Stevenson he'll outpoint him, he'll look good, but I don't know if he'll finish him. Now, if Conceição goes for it and bites down on his mouthpiece, Stevenson probably knock him out. But I don't think he's going to fight like that. That's not really his fucking fighting style. He is kind of like a slick, crafty, like outfighter. Now, he's good, dude. He legit, like, very pretty much championship level boxing skill. But like Stevenson is a talent. He's a true talent, Olympic level talent. And he's getting his man strength now, dude. Him knocking out Herring like that, that impressed me. But Conceição he'll probably win a couple rounds, but it'll be like 8 rounds to 4. If it's close, it'll still be like 7-5 Stevenson. So I just don't see any way that Conceição wins it. Because I wouldn't say Stevenson is like super chinny or anything, and Conceição doesn't have one hitter quitter power, and he's just going to be too crafty. Too crafty, too sound defensively. He'll stick and move. He'll box him the fuck up, man. He'll work behind that jab him up. When Conceição gets too aggressive, he'll two-piece him, and yeah, land some fucking check hooks and just tune him up. Is what I expect. I'll be honest with you, like, he's good. Yeah, he's really good. I can't get up for those super small weight classes, man. Like, and they're just so top heavy. It's like Monster just rules the fucking roost. I know he's had some close fights and stuff, but just like, he smokes all those guys in the end, man. I just don't think he's got anything for him. I'd like to see him move up, but I don't know. Talking about Monster anyway, like, yeah, he's good. He's really good. Like, he is the king of those lower weight classes, man. But I don't know. He just doesn't stay on my radar as much. So this is Moore and Lima de Silva, 135, 134, 133 of round 1. Moore pushing de Silva up against the cage, blocked high kick from Moore, cross to the body, answered by a high kick from de Silva. They are in it's a mirror match. So Moore in orthodox, de Silva in southpaw. De Silva cross to the body. 1-2 misses for Moore. Low kick for Moore, answered by 2 right hooks from de Silva. One of them might have got through. Moore's backing up now. Kind of hurriedly, but he circles back to the center. It looks like he recovered. Moore looking for the 3-2. Silva looking like he's looking for the same thing. Silva switch stances, misses on a rear right hook. Now they're both in orthodox. So de Silva switching stances. Moore staying in orthodox. Misses overhand right. Silva misses his own. Low kick for Moore. 20, 19, 18, outside thigh kick lands for De Silva, jab to the body, Moore. Nice uppercut right hand for Moore. 7, 6, 5. Pawing jab, check left hook lands for Moore, high kick lands for Moore. Spins him around. Looks like he kind of stole that round. I don't know how I wasn't paying attention earlier in the round, but I'd say that's a Moore round. All right. Anyways, Kevin Holland, real life Chris Tucker got in and got out. Yeah, man. Y'all think it's I'm glad you brought that up, man. What do y'all think about the Kevin Holland thing? Do y'all think he's really retired, or is this kind of like maybe he even really thinks he is and then realizes like 6 months from now that he like I don't see him not getting the itch. Maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe I'm wrong. I just think he needs to take some more winnable fights for him. Like, they want to make Kevin Holland a champion so bad. I just don't think he's championship level. But I do think he can win some fights, man. They just got to stop giving him these like top 5, top 10 matchups. Make him the gatekeeper for the fucking weight division, for the rankings. You beat Kevin Holland, you get a number next to your name. You can't, back of the line, bud. Back to fucking whatever regional promotion you came from. But I think they just kind of waste, like, they just put him through the grinder, man. Instead of, like, it worked for a little while being the mouthy underdog that, like, he would win, but, you know, have heart and go the distance. But now, like, getting choked by, he's been choked by Chimaev. He got choked by Brendan Allen. It's like, I think Holland's just kind of a high-end jobber, man. Unfortunately, I don't know what else to say. Like, I like Kevin Holland. At one point, I stand the guy, but I've seen. You can't say that you haven't seen his ceiling, man. Now, I know he's still like late 20s, but you know the kind of guy that Holland can beat, and you know the kind that he fucking can't. If it's a strong fucking grappler or wrestler, he's fucked. If it's a guy that's not that strong of a wrestler, he's probably going to whoop their ass on the feet. But he keeps taking these tough matchups, and it's just unfortunate, I guess, that it's like he's so discouraged. It's like, dude, why aren't you fighting like a more realistic level of competition? Like, it's awesome. And this is why it's kind of like, fuck Chimaev, dude. And now he's moving up to middleweight. It's like, fuck you, dude. You fucking sack of shit. You couldn't even make your fucking like. He just makes me sick, dude. Fuck Chimaev. I would shout out to Jackie Boy and Bo. I was talking to them earlier in the fucking, and whoever else was in that part of the conversation. Like, Chimaev does need to be middleweight, but now, like, you're talking about you want to train with Whitaker and how good he is, and like just fucking simping for Whitaker. It's like, dude, Whitaker is always the bridesmaid and never the bride anymore. So like, why are you acting like Whitaker is the gold standard and like you really love to train with him? It's like, he's really good. Like, what, are you gonna say that about the champ too? Like, you want to train with the champ? Like, that is translation for I'm not ready. That's what that says to me. I'm not ready. Yeah, you can smash all these 170 pounders when you kill yourself and you're the big wolf, brother. Yeah, where you have like a fucking 30, 40 pound weight advantage and you're the better grappler. But when it's guys that are closer to your fucking weight and they're cutting down, you're like some of them literally couldn't make 170. For even the fights that you did, they were too big. Now you're fighting those guys. Now let's see what it looks like. You struggle with Gilbert Burns, motherfucker. You get on the feet with some of these guys. Whitaker, if it stays on the feet, Whitaker and Adesanya will knock him out. There's some other guys that knock him out too. So it's like he's going to have to grapple to win at 185. And there's not that many grapplers, so he might have an easier time with it. But dude, I'd give him somebody like Vettori. I said that in the chat, and I think that's a good litmus test for him. He's a guy that's tough to KO, and is a guy that is tough to take down, and is a guy that is going to have strength. Like it's going to be pretty close in the strength department. So yeah, give him a fucking blockhead like Vettori. Oh, he buckled De Silva with that. More buckled De Silva with that fucking right hand. He's got him up against the cage. Goes to the body. Goes 2-3 right hand left hook. More feels it. De Silva might have recovered though. Now he's back to the fucking. Oh, he lands a clean right hand. This just got tasty here in the last minute. Oh, nice. More looking for that uppercut left hook. He landed the uppercut. Put a jab in front of it, dude. Make that a 1-2, man. Moore lands the right hand. If you would just put a jab in front of that or put a left hook behind it. But that's what De Silva's trying to do. He's waiting for fucking Moore to overcommit and he's pushing him to the fence. Yeah, I got Moore winning this fight. Definitely got him winning the first and second. Nice. But yeah, man, I just fuck Chimaev. He's a sack of shit. And I hate that, like, if that's why, if Holland is discouraged because of what happened with Chimaev, it's like, dude, you lost to a big ass fucking middleweight that, like, you've already shown that that's what you struggle with, like, against Brunson and shit. So it's like, what? I don't know, man. It just sucks. It was like, I don't know. Holland's personality is awesome. It's great when he wins fights because he usually does it like emphatically and in a crazy way. And he's hilarious and he's charismatic and all that. But it's like he's kind of a high-end jobber too. I mean, let's just get down to brass tacks. So yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, man. Fuck it. Why not take some time off, do some wrestling? Nah. The way he struggled against Burns, dude, I don't see it, man. That motherfucker ain't gonna be a champion. If you're asking to train with Whitaker, you've already lost. Because Whitaker is not the standard, man. Adesanya has his fucking number. You should be asking to train with Adesanya. But that just showed me, nah, dude, you ain't ready for Whitaker. And if you ain't ready for Whitaker, you ain't ready for Adesanya. You just aren't. So, yeah, Chimaev is a work in progress, but that's why I'm sick of he talks out of both sides of his mouth. He's a front man. He got exposed in this last fight too for the shit that he does behind the scenes. He got exposed by the real ones. Like Kevin Holland and Nate Diaz truly don't give a fuck. They're from California. They ain't worried about none of that tough guy bullshit that I'm a gangster. Yeah. Saying that to a Cali dude, like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? So, yeah, he kind of got his bitch card pulled a little bit, to be honest with you. That kind of tough guy, like, I'm so fucking, like, I'll do anything at any time. Like, nah, he kind of got fucking exposed on that one, dude. So the aura, and honestly, the aura was gone after the Burns fight. It's like, oh, you're getting sat down by Burns like that, dude, and you're getting like fucking like, dude, he got beat up by Burns way worse than Usman did. Usman was champion. Yeah, look what Usman did to him. And Khamzat couldn't finish Burns. So yeah, that was the mask off point for me right then. But then the whole like, oh, I'm a killer. No, you're not. Not when you're getting fucking bitched by Kevin Holland and Nate Diaz. You ain't a fucking killer. So that's why I'm just kind of like, I don't see it, man. I don't see what everyone else does. I never really did. Like, cool, you knocked out Gerald Meerschaert. Like, fucking Ian Heinisch knocked out Gerald Meerschaert. Do you think Ian Heinisch is shit? You think Ian Heinisch is going to be fucking champion? Man, please. So that's why it's like, everyone just... I didn't know knocking out Gerald Meerschaert meant you're the best fucking middleweight. Like, that's just fucking stupid. So, yeah, fuck Khamzat. He's a fucking rat lip. And that whole, like, what really pisses me off is every time they talk about him and they say, oh, he was injured falling down the stairs. He fell down the stairs, and that's why he got that injury. Bull fucking Chechnya. Are you listening? Nation of Chechnya, are you listening? Khamzat Chimaev was not injured falling down the stairs. That is a cleft lip and palate, and Khamzat Chimaev has a fucking birth defect. It's pretty common. It happens a lot, actually. But that is the most obvious cleft lip and cleft palate I have ever seen in my life. Stop saying it's a fucking injury where he fell down the stairs to preserve your fucking tough guy facade. Because I know that normally what guys like Kadyrov like to do is like some fucking archaic shit like kids that have birth defects get like stoned to death. Like they're on that kind of tip. So it might be purely to prevent him. It might have been that story might have been to prevent him from getting stoned to death, but it's a birth defect. He was born with that. It's a cleft lip and palate. Stop saying it's a fucking injury where he fell down the fucking stairs. There is no scenario or angle where you could fall down the stairs where your lip hits like that and gets injured like that. It's a fucking cleft lip and a cleft palate. Stop it. Oh, dude, Costa will fucking smoke his ass. Dude, I'm glad you brought that up because that was another time where he got fucking exposed. Where it's like, dude, Costa fucking punked you down, bitch. Like, the Costa, dude, the one that everyone made fun of for getting bitched by Adesanya. Adesanya bitched him for real, dude. Pulled his hoe card real bad. About the worst you can possibly do. Literally, like, play fucked him at the end of that fight. And you're trying to train with Whitaker? Okay. Yeah, give him Costa or give him Vettori, and we'll see what's really up. Fucking rat lip. I can't stand him, man. He's probably my most hated fighter on the roster. And everyone that sucks his fucking dick and tries to make him out to be this fucking like just this killer. I'm so sick of that shit, dude. I'm not saying I'm a fucking tough guy, man. I'm not saying I like grew up as hard as Khamzat did or that I would do this, that, and the third to him. But I'm also sick of hearing about what he's going to do to this, that, and the third, and then getting fucking going tooth and nail with a guy that used to fight at fucking lightweight. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Just knock it off. Knock it off with the killer shit. He ain't no fucking killer. He couldn't even kill Gilbert Burns, dude. Fucking Dan Hooker killed Gilbert Burns. Usman killed Gilbert Burns with a fucking jab. He one punches GM3 but gets flattened by fucking little Gilbert. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Dude, that's not. It's a cleft lip and palate. It's a cleft lip and palate. Yeah, he's a fucking front, dude. He's a fucking front. Khamzat filled the void for the Khabib fans. Period. Well, Islam kind of did, but Khamzat did it too. It's the same kind of ignorant fucking like not idealistic, but the idealism and the fundamentalism, all that energy that came from the hardcore Khabib fans, it's the same shit with Chimaev. That Caucasus Mountain, like that's everyone goes on about toxic masculinity. That's fucking toxic masculinity. Trying to look like a tough guy to the point where you're acting like a cleft lip and palate is you falling down the stairs. Try not to look weak, brother. You have a birth defect. Okay, here we go. Another lame ass fucking Bella Snore victory. Winner by another Irish winner by unanimous decision. Good job, boyo. So yeah. Where are we at in the stream, boys? Where are we at in the stream? Excuse me. I have covered a lot of what I wanted to talk about. I appreciate everyone coming in here today, man. I didn't know how much traffic this was going to get, but to have almost 10 in for a stream that I had to take down halfway through the thing, that's what's up. I'll take it. So we have now reached NFL time. Talk a little NFL. Talk a little NFL, boys. These are your early games. Texans at Bears. Got to give up 2.5 to take Chicago. The Texans are kind of a mess. So the Bears probably get it done. I'm pretty bad at fucking NFL picks, though, man. This is a fucking stinker. Jesus. The Titans are another team that is just reeling, dude. I think the Raiders probably take care of them, man. That's a fucking what a shitty game. Dude, the fucking Colts, bro. The fucking Colts, I feel bad for him, man. I feel bad for my brother. He's such a Colts diehard, and I didn't even bother texting him last weekend. Just like, ooh. Actually, I don't feel that bad for him. He had Peyton. He had his fucking. He's been able to enjoy a Super Bowl victory a lot more recently than I fucking have. Shit, the last time I was able to watch the fucking Cowboys enjoy a Super Bowl victory, I was fucking 12 years old. Bullshit. But anyway, man, the Chiefs are gonna whoop them. The Colts are gonna be 0-3, or excuse me, 0-2-1, but they're gonna lose. That'll be a bad look if the Chiefs lose to the Colts, to the reeling Colts. That'll say more about the Chiefs, honestly, than it does about the Colts. But they're going to beat them. This is the best early game, in my opinion. I think the Bills easily cover that spread, though. I'm sorry. Look, Lamar Jackson's a beast. But if the Ravens had any, and I mean any kind of a secondary, they would have easily won that game. I think the Dolphins defense is very suspect, and the Bills offense and the Bills defense, goodness fucking gracious. I think that is a fucking only -5.5. Man, please. I know it's a divisional matchup, but dude, I think the Bills fucking hammer that fucking ass, dude. I think they whoop the shit out of the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins fucking just blew their load last week, blew their historic comeback. Like, yeah, that's about you. You fucking are gonna sputter out after. Like, you just hardly can ever sustain that kind of performance again. The Bills are looking red fucking hot. I think they run through the Dolphins, dude, and easily cover that fucking spread. But that's just me. Duval. Nikki says, I took the over 2.5 here, -125. Oh, in this fight? Nice. Really? Interesting. I think, like, the way the Bills looked against Lamar, like, Allen is almost as good with his legs, and, like, they have a way better O-line. And the Bills defense, I think they're gonna fuck Tua up. I think they're gonna smash Tua. So I think they're gonna they make Tua beat them, and they just fucking, I don't know, man. I think the Bills are gonna fuck them up. I like the Bills pretty heavily in that one, but I'm also still kind of fucking like the Ravens should have won that game, and they would have if they had any kind of a secondary, but their secondary is so decimated. They're having to put rookies and shit in. It's like, yeah, and Miami still barely won that game. Had to win it in overtime. So I don't know, man. I think Miami Bills gonna. I think not that Miami is fraudulent, but I think the Bills are the goods, and we'll show that and fucking easily cover that spread. Does Mads Burnell beat Pedro Carvalho? I'm making some last dude. You are asking the wrong one. Anybody in the chat, what y'all think about that fight? What y'all think about Ear's question? Does Burnell beat Carvalho, Pedro Carvalho? I have no idea. I have no idea. Now, here's another kind of one of these teams is going to end up being 2-1. Another game where I'm surprised that the spread is this. Like, really? Like, everyone's fucking talking all this shit about how good the fucking Eagles are, and they barely beat the Lions. I mean, like by a point or something, like 3 points or something. The Vikings, yeah, I know it was Philly, and Philly so good all of a sudden after 2 wins. Philly's the best team ever, right? Fucking trash birds. Yeah, well, I don't think they're that fucking good. I think this will be a close ass game. I don't know who's going to win it. Vikings probably win it, but hey, dude, that's a divisional matchup. So that one could get fucking hairy. That one could get kind of tight butthole. I'm surprised that Minnesota is favored that much. I mean, it's not that much, but that one should be close to a pick 'em in my opinion. But like I said, my NFL picks are fucking terrible. This is an interesting game, man. This is an interesting AFC matchup. One of these teams going to be in 2-1. The other one will fall to 1-2. I think the Ravens are going to win this game. I think the Ravens are going to be pissed about dropping that one to Miami. I think they're going to take it out on the Patriots. Let's go Ravens. They're my sweetheart team. They're my wife's team. If you don't like the Ravens, fuck you. I'll block you. No, I'm just playing. But no, man, I think the Ravens get it done here. I think they get it done. Now, about that spread, I don't know. That could be one where it's like you just bet like Tucker kicks the game winner and they win by like 2 or something. I don't know, man. This one's kind of a stinker. This one's kind of a fucking dookie splatter of a game. Dude, if the Bengals lose to the Jets and go 0-3, I will fucking laugh. I will find that very amusing. And I think they might, dude. I think the Jets might win this game. I'm surprised, honestly. Dude. Again, this is like Rome used to say about Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Joe Burrow's offensive line is going to get him killed. I don't know if y'all realize this, but he's been but he's been sacked 14 times in 2 games. That's an average of 7 sacks a game. It's not good. And the Jets might beat him. Again, that line looks a little off. Maybe they cover it. Maybe they beat the shit out of the Jets, but I don't know, man. I don't think the Cowboys are that great. We beat Cincinnati. I know the Jets don't really have like a Micah Parsons type fucking pass rusher or defensive end like that, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets won this one. The quarterback's got a lot more experience. One of them's been to the Super Bowl. One of them won the Super Bowl. Now, I know this is a shell of Flacco. This is his last chance McGee, but I would not be surprised at all if the Jets won this game. And they're my dad's team, so Jets, Jets. Let's fucking go. God. Can you fucking can you just firebomb that stadium? Just fucking drop a nuclear weapon on that motherfucker. Just can a sinkhole can Can the fucking crust of the earth just open up and swallow that whole fucking stadium full of fucking Deadskins and Trash Bird fans? What a fucking nightmare, dude. Wow. I'm rooting for the Deadskins because now Philly thinks they're fucking hot shit. Now the fucking Trash Birds think that they're fucking something because they barely beat the Lions and they beat the fucking 1-1 Vikings. Cool. Yeah. I'd like to see for Dallas, I would like to see the Deadskins win this game because that means they'll both be in 2-1. And when we beat the Giants, we will be 2-1. All the NFC East teams will have winning records. We'll all be 2-1, and then it's time for Dallas to take over. Huh? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm hoping. I got my fingers crossed, and I'm knock on wooding for. But yeah, fuck that game. I wish it could just get fucking napalm striked. Napalm struck. This is kind of a stinker, but it's a divisional matchup at least. What's up, Cage? I wouldn't say I'm wacko for Flacco. I mean, yeah, I root for the Jets. They're my dad's team, but I wouldn't say I'm wacko for him. He good. He's looked like a shell of himself for the last few years, but yes, please. And thank you. Appreciate that, General. Redskins plus 240, Lions plus. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Lions definitely, man. I think the fucking dude. I think the Bills. I would take that Bills minus 5.5 like a mother. If I did bet NFL, I would bet that. I think they whoop the shit out of them, man. I really do. I think they whoop the shit out of Miami. Drafting Lamar and Mahomes, my 5-team weekly fantasy teams I'm playing. Nice, dude. Yeah, Lamar will tear it up in fantasy, man. My wife got auto drafted in our league, and he got like 50 something points for her last week. But yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Kentucky. Cheeseburgers, naked women, hut. Go Eagles. I got your fucking eagle. I got your fucking trash bird right here. Is that a damn trash bird? How about I just draw this old 6-shooter and shoot it right out of the damn sky? Slam! In the Meadowlands? Sure, why not? I've seen the Bengals play. I went to a Bengals Colts game. The Colts still had Manning, and I can't remember who. This is like 2009? 2009, like December 2009, I think. So it was in Manning's last few years with the Colts. And I know the Bengals, I got to see Chad Johnson play. They had Chad Johnson, House Mazzilli, and who's their quarterback? I think it was Fitzpatrick, dude. I think he was like their backup or something. I can't remember if they still had Palmer at that point or not. Like maybe he was injured or something. I can't remember. But I think the Amish rifle was the fucking was the quarterback at the time. But yeah, I've seen the Bengals play. Yeah, go to it. Fuck it. Why not? Well, I tend to agree. I tend to agree. I guess we'll just have to find out, won't we? Won't we? K Jaroni, my jabroni. Andy Dalton. Yes, Andy Dalton. Yes, that sounds right. That sounds right. But I think the Red Rocket was injured and the Amish rifle was injected into the game. Yes, Hushmanzada. Yep. Remember that commercial? Do that fancy commercial? House Mazzilli, championship. Yep, old TJ. Dude, I drafted Hushmanzada. One year I drafted him, he killed it. The other year I thought he was going to kill. I think I drafted him 2 years in a row. 1 year he killed it, and the next year it was just kind of. He was good, dude. He was a really good fantasy player for a couple years back in the day. But yeah, man. So that's okay. So let me wrap these NFL games up right here. Now we got to the midday games now. A lot of stinker games. Like this one is just like, who gives a fuck? Another one where I think the line is kind of off. I know it's across the country. I know, the Jaguars really aren't shit, but the Chargers, Herbert's injured, man. And you got a young quarterback looking to make a name for himself, dude. I don't know. I think that line is a little weird. The Chargers might win it. I said, don't fucking tail me because I'm not even betting this shit. This is just I'm just kind of giving my picks. But yeah, that's if I was picking and I was betting, it would either be Jaguars or pass for me. Because I don't. They're not that fucking good of a team without their quarterback. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. Looks close. Yep, Ocho Cinco. Got to see him play. Chad Ocho Cinco. He's a dude that I always wanted to see do the white collar boxing because I've seen him in the ring like shadow boxing with Charlo, maybe. I can't remember, but yeah, he's got a little. I think he used to do amateur boxing. I think he had some amateur fights or something, but he was always someone that I wanted to see do like what like when Le'Veon Bell chin checked Adrian Peterson. We didn't talk about that, dude. Fucking Le'Veon Bell split the guard of the scrotum splitter. Yeah, scrotum splitter got knocked the fuck out, dude. That was pretty gnar. But I wanted to see Ocho Cinco do that. You look decent, dude, when you're shadowboxing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if they had Herbert, it'd be a different story, but they don't. They don't have Herbert. So I don't know if they might lose that game, man. I don't know. Now, this is as far as the 425, 420, 405, 425 games go, this is the best one in my opinion. It's a divisional matchup, Rams and Cardinals. One of them will end up 2-1. I think that's a pretty good spread. I think that I don't know, man. I think the Rams win that game. I think the Rams win that game. But that's good though. That's a tough game. That's a good game. It's a tough game. Pretty good divisional matchup there. But then we got the Falcons at the Seahawks, even spread. But yeah, it's kind of a stinker. Kind of I don't really give a fuck about those. Either of those teams. Now the late games. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed one. This is interesting just for this. Actually, this is probably the best midday game with the most narrative anyway. 425. Discount double checking lady, aka Packers and Bucks. If Packers win, they'll both be 2-1. If the Bucks win, they'll be 3-0. Packers will be 1-2. Dude, Buccaneers got lucky. They got lucky against us. They got lucky against the Saints, who fucking suck. No, the Saints don't suck, but I don't know, man. I just don't know what to think about the Packers, dude. They look so sloppy, man. They still won, but I don't know. You tease them, tease the Chargers in a Wong teaser. That Durich guy has been Murray's go-to wide receiver. Yeah. But that's a decent game. You know, matchup wise, narrative wise, you got two Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. Neither of them are winless. So, yeah. That's now who's the late game again? Let's see this. I thought I made a banner for this. I guess I didn't. Shout out to the 8 people in the building. I saw 9 in there. Been creeping on that 10 viewers. Flirted with it. Niners and Broncos. Niners and Broncos are the late game. So yeah, who gives a fuck? But I'll make it anyway. I'll make the damn banner anyway. Niners, who are 1-1. Niners at Mile High. And they are also and it's pretty much a pick 'em. It's San Francisco -1.5. Dude, I mean that's a goddamn pick 'em. You know, that's a fucking pick 'em. But on Monday night, boys, on Monday damn night, it's gonna be a mother fucking I say there's gonna be a Monday night party. Are you ready for some football? A Monday night party. Cowboys at Giants, divisional matchup. Cowboys about to be 2-1. The Giants are surprisingly 2-0, but they're fraudulent as fuck. I think we're gonna win this game. Surprise, surprise, but I think we're gonna win this game. I think the Deadskins are gonna win their game, and the NFC East is all gonna be 2-1. That's what I think. Yeah, how about them Cowboys? Win with our fucking backup, dude. So, yeah, man. But that's the NFL, man. That's the NFL Sunday preview. And with that, I have pretty much, for the most part, covered everything I really wanted to talk about. We could preview this a little bit, I guess. I don't have much to say about it, though. I think Dern will probably win. It's a lame main event, dude. Really fucking lame. So I hope McKenzie at least gets a sub. But I looked at the rest of the card and it kind of fucking sucks, too. That's why I kind of, if we're going to talk UFC, man, and I'm going to, here in a little bit, I'm going to get off of the stream and go over to Pub Sports Radio. Shout out to PSR. I'm going to go hang out there for a little bit. But, dude, it's just lame. That's why I kind of just want, if we're going to talk UFC for a little bit, for a minute or two, like, I'd rather just talk about this fucking sweet-ass 3-fight trifecta. Coco, co-main, and main event for UFC 280 are fucking dank. Those are sweet fights. Every one of them. I think Aljo versus TJ is awesome. I'm most excited for Jan and O'Malley. I'm excited for Charles and Islam, but it's one of those where, like, I don't really have a dog in the race. Like, I don't really care which one of them wins necessarily. I guess I'm sort of rooting for Charles. It's like, yeah, he whooped my favorite fighter fair and square, basically knocked him out and choked him out. And I respect that. So I'm rooting for Charles. I think Charles winning gives even more legitimacy to all those wins that he had to get to the championship and his title defense, which have been impressive. It honestly won't surprise me. The outcome of the main event won't surprise me really either way. Like, if Islam ragdolls Charles for 5 rounds and wins a unanimous decision or wins a greasy split, it really won't surprise me. If Charles finishes Islam, it won't surprise me. If Islam finishes Charles, it really won't surprise me, dude. People are acting like they haven't seen Charles Oliveira just get sat down in every single one of his last fights. Now, the guys he's fighting are all vulnerable to either getting knocked out or to getting submitted, or to be vulnerable to high-level submission grappling. I don't really think you're going to see that kind of vulnerability from Islam. If you're an Islam bettor, I'd be worried about him getting chin checked, honestly, because I think Charles is the much better striker. On the mat, dude, I wouldn't be surprised at all if you see a fucking Charles versus Paul Felder type of performance. If Islam gets on top of him for a long period of time, it's not going to look pretty, man. And we are really going to see if that quitter is still up in Charles Oliveira. He's been in danger, man, and his opponents haven't been able to capitalize. I don't know if Islam is not going to be able to put him in that kind of danger on the feet, but on the mat, dude, just, I don't know, man. I'm excited for it, but it's not one of the, I don't really have a dog in the race. So it's like, I am more pumped personally for Jan and O'Malley. I like both of those fighters, but I'm a Jan stan. And I think it'll be a really good win for Jan, especially if he can finish O'Malley. And O'Malley's a good test for him on the feet. So I think that has potential to be a really good fight. If it stays on the feet, it'll be really competitive. I still give Jan the slight edge, but in the grappling, dude, I think Jan might just run through him. I think Jan has the potential to fucking smash him. So we'll see how that plays out, but I've got Jan in that one. Big shocker. Yeah, big shocker. Really, I know y'all are stunned. But man, TJ Aljo, I really want to pick TJ, but I think Aljo probably takes care of him. But I don't know, dude. It'll be a good ass fight. TJ a few years ago, I probably favored TJ, but I think he's a little bit right, just a little bit out of his prime. Later, here. Appreciate you stopping by, dude. Hope you have a good weekend. Best of luck with all your bets and stuff. Peace. Broncos and Chargers, 6-point Wong teaser. No, you will not, sir. You're going to lose to the fucking Deadskins. And then that whole fucking stadium is going to fucking disappear into the earth. Charles Villa Jesus. I think, dude, on the mat, dude, Jan is fucking strong, man. In the grappling, dude. You saw how he tossed Aljo around in that first fight? And in the hey, people forget about this fight, man. People forget about the Jan Aljo fight. Yeah, I'm still bitter about it because Jan lost, but I'm not at the point now where I'm like, I got robbed. It's just like, it was just frustrating. But Aljo didn't really look that great in the 4th and 5th rounds. He certainly didn't look like the champion towards the latter part of that fight. And I don't think that, like, O'Malley is not going to put Jan in the kind of positions where he's going to be down 3. Well, first of all, it's not a 5-round fight, it's a 3-round fight. And I think in 3 rounds, like, look at the guys O'Malley's been fighting. And look at the guys that Jan's been fighting. Like, and Jan still is putting a whooping on these guys. Like 4th and 5th round of that, even in the 4th, 5th round of the fight that he lost to Aljo, he was whooping his ass. I think Jan's gonna take care of business, but we'll run and brag about going to decision. Yeah. Now Jan's kind of a slow starter, so if it plays out 3 rounds on the feet and it's just a striking affair, it could be close, but I think Jan will land the harder strikes. Like, O'Malley has not yet been cracked by the likes of Piotr Jan. Like, he was kind of getting cracked by Moutinho. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are levels. Do you think Merab gets the winner of Jan versus Sandhagen, or Jan versus Sugar? I think that's a good, appropriate fight. I like that fight. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Looks like Sandhagen versus Cheeto. I think that's a perfect, appropriate matchup. Yeah, I agree with that, and that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, the only reason that Aljo won that fight was because he was able to get the fight to the ground and backpack Jan. Never really came close to finishing him. There might have been one sub attempt, but he wasn't really in it. It was just kind of, he just out grappled him for 3 rounds, frustrated him. And O'Malley's not going to do that. It'll probably be a 3-round striking match, but I think that Jan could easily dominate O'Malley if he takes it to the ground. Like, I think what Cheeto did to O'Malley would be nothing compared to what Jan would do to him. So I think it's important that Jan works quickly and just gets to work, whatever it's going to be. So, right. So that's kind of my opening general thoughts about all those fights. And I think with that, boys, I'm going to wrap her up. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to get out of here. Shout out to everyone that came through. We had 9 people in here a couple of times. Flirted with 10 for a kind of kind of had to piece this stream together. I'll take it, man. I appreciate everyone that came through and showed support. Like I said, when I get out of here, I will be going to Pub Sports Radio to watch their Bellator stream. I do kind of want to see what happens in the co-main, and I don't really give a shit about the main event, but the co-main, the Yoel fight, I'll definitely pay attention to. Now, before I get out of here, I want to talk about the best fucking movie that I have seen all year. One of the best gangster movies I've ever seen, but definitely my favorite movie. Like, if the 2 cents Oscars started right now, if all the movies that had come out were the only ones eligible, this movie would win. This movie would win my best picture. It's so fucking good. I highly recommend it to anybody that likes movies, anyone that likes crime thrillers, anyone that likes gangster movies, anyone that likes anything like that. Thriller, crime thriller, gangster. If that checks any of your boxes, you need to fucking see this movie, man. Talking about the outfit. God damn, it was good. Everything that I like about a thriller, everything that I like about a gangster movie. Well done, like well acted, really good script, dude. Really good performances. Particularly from Mark Rylance, who has the lead role. Really good performances from the guy that play both the Irish mob boss, the dude that plays his enforcer. Dylan O'Brien is really good as the mob boss's son. Really good acting. Top notch acting. Really tight script, dude. It's the dialogue is believable for the time. It's not too like, it's got a good twisting plot, but it's not parts like there was one part that was slightly confusing, but it all made sense to me very quickly. I think it's supposed to be like deliberately a little confusing, but it's a very good, it's got a lot of twists in it. There's a little mystery to it. It's just like twist after twist after twist. But the ending is so fucking badass. The ending is really sweet. The performances were awesome. It's the best movie I've seen this year. Can't recommend it enough. It's on Amazon Prime. Dude, there are some lines in this movie that are cold-blooded. For real. Definitely some oh shit moments. Yeah, I agree. This is he killed it in this role. Plays the cocky son of the Irish mob boss. Mark Rylance is, god damn, he's a good actor, dude. He fucking killed it. So I'll give you the brief synopsis without spoiling anything. Mark Rylance plays an English tailor or cutter. He'll explain the difference. He plays an English cutter who is operating a shop in Chicago in the 50s and gets wrapped up in this family of Irish mobsters who frequent his store for their suits. It is so fucking good. But yeah, I think that's it for me, boys. Like I said, I'm gonna let this song play. It's not really the completed version. It's just the drum beat. But I need to decide if I'm gonna use this for my intro or if I'm going to use it for my sports theme while I talk, while I do my, Monday sports report or whatever. So yeah, but this is the new track that I started on. I worked on it a little bit day before yesterday, and I didn't get very far, but this is what I got. So yeah, wondering where I should once it's completed, it might be a little easier to decide whether it's an intro song or a background track. Anyways, man, let me get this thing going. And I will let all the banners roll as I play us out with a refresher on the weekend schedule. But I think I hit everything I wanted to, man. We talked about the MLB wildcard situation. We talked about college football. Woo pig suey, baby. Woo pig. Let's fucking go. Hogs at Texas A&M, 7 p.m. Saturday. Number 10 versus number 23. Now, talked about college football. Talked about the Stevenson Conceição fight tomorrow night. Talked about NFL. Talked about UFC 280 briefly. Talked about Jake Paul, Anderson Silva briefly. Did a little Bellator fight companion. Hope y'all enjoyed that. But I appreciate everyone that came through, man. Like I said, we had almost 10 people in here a couple of times, 9 people once or twice. So I appreciate that for a little, patchwork stream that I didn't know if I was going to do after the difficulties with YouTube. But I appreciate it, man. I hope y'all have a good one. Have a good rest of the weekend. If you got bets on this main card for Bellator, good luck with them. I'll be over at Pub Sports Radio shooting the shit. I don't have any action on this card, but I'm looking forward to the co-main event. So hope to see y'all over there. I will be back on Monday. Recap the weekend, give you the Monday sports report, talk more about the upcoming fights and anything else that I decide to. New episode of Rings of Power. Going to watch that tonight. And then I'm going to watch the new episode of House of the Dragon on Sunday. Oh, started season 1 of True Detective with the old lady. She'd never seen the first season. I forgot how good it was, man. Woody Harrelson is so fucking... I mean, McConaughey's good, but Harrelson is so fucking awesome, man. I think his performance kind of gets overshadowed a little bit and overlooked. I mean, because McConaughey it's like peak McConaughey. Maybe his greatest, like, dramatic performance ever. But Harrelson is so fucking funny, and so he's like the straight guy. He's like plays like the everyman, like who you can kind of almost like sympathize with what he's going through, being like saddled with this partner that's like basically a fucking like lunatic. But it's so good, dude. It's so fucking good. So yeah, did that. Finished the 3rd season of The Wire, about to start season 4. And yeah, it's all good, man. Life is good. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good weekend. I'll be back Monday. Good luck with all your bets, with your grease. I probably won't be getting greasy again if I do it all. I imagine I will, but it'll probably be like 280, UFC 280. I might bet on the Jake Paul Anderson Silva fight. I'll be betting Jake Paul by KO. But I might do a little, I might get a little greasy on 280. But we'll see, man. All right, I'm gonna get out of here and go over to pub. Let me get this song playing. But yeah, I made a little beat. But I don't like that bass. It's too dong dong. It's too like hollow sounding. I need to thump a little bit more. So maybe I find a different drum machine. But this is the opening skeletal structure of this next song. I'm thinking I want it to be the background when I do the sports report, but I don't know. But that's what I've been working on. So, thanks again. I'm gonna let these fucking these banners roll. Well, speak of the devil, Bo, I was about to head over to your neck of the woods. What's up, show? Y'all are doing a live betting stream, aren't you, for Bellator? I'm assuming you are. But yes, what's up, man? Shout out to show. Shout out to Nikki Elbows and the other duders over at Pub Sports Radio. That's where I'm headed right now. But this is a good stream, man. I had fun. I'll be back Monday. That's all I got, boys. This has been just my 2 cents, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace! What's up, girl? Thank you. Good to be back. Good to see all y'all. Yeah, recognize. Fucking recognize.